Talks about cake, gives me seafood. Who will ever understand Remine? Welcome to the stream! It's a new version of Genshin Impact. It's version Luna 3 of the Nod-Krai versions. And it's a special one to me, to many people, because in this version of the game, they did something that they haven't done before, and I really like what they did. Mysterious things are being said. Instead of doing what we usually have been doing at the beginning of these, being talking to someone and then talking to somebody else, we don't do that today. We do instead do the new thing. Talking to someone else is currently unable to be accepted. Possibly for this whole version of the game, as far as I've read. It says something along the lines of we need to complete the Archon quest, which is what we are gonna start today. But what I have heard from the interwebs, even beating the current Archon quest in this version of the game does not re-unlock talking to our lady friend. We could talk to these people, but I don't want to get too close to that yellow dot before we are ready. So, none of that today. We don't talk about what we are doing. No, it's against the rules. We are just here and we are walking to a random place on the map. Back in Mondstadt, where we belong. We're not going to that music note, even though that has new music, as far as I'm aware. I could activate the quest and know exactly where to go, but I'm just gonna believe that it will come over me when I get close. It's true.
Whoa! This is way too many books!
Today we are reading books.
Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon? What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it?
You saw right through me.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
At least, after all 195 streams, the book debt will be repaid. We are gonna burn this library down.
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance?
We're the only ones here, so yeah.
Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us.
Too many for the shelves, clearly.
Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Now that her back is turned, let's get burned. Book sorting in progress. We ate them all.
Finally, we made it to the last stack. What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And didn't we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
No, it's not on the list either.
Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know.
Which witches are you thinking of?
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Oh, this one. There's a lot of witches, you know.
Alice? How did you get in here?
Through the book, clearly.
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh. Paimon knew that book had issues.
And that's why we never read books in this game.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance?
First, I've heard of it.
No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
Ugh. That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it.
Your voice acting skills are amazing, Alice.
Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Sounds like a lot of work. So how do we factor in exactly?
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
I see what's going on here.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know.
Very lucky for you that for once books worked as bait for me.
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions.
It is weirdly shining ominously.
Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your task quests and step along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
And color returns. Complete Witch's Homework related quests to unlock additional talents for the corresponding characters. Certain character skills and constellations effects will also change. What happened is that multiple old characters are getting buffed in this version of the game. And there is in fact 2 layers of buffs to this buffing. All of these characters are just getting upgraded stats and attacks and everything to catch up to the current roster of characters that are being released. But if 2 of those characters are in the team at the same time, they will get even more buffs. This all goes along with the newest released character, who is also among these characters. Each Witch's Homework quest is focused on a specific character. Obtain the corresponding character and increase their level to level 70 to unlock their related quest, like Fischl.
The truth of this world. What could it be?
We just discovered the truth of this world. Now, how do we start these quests? Now that Lisa's commission is complete, you'd better ask her for your payment.
Oh, you finished sorting already? That went much faster than I expected. Now then, what would you like in return, cutie? You freed up my whole afternoon helping me with that. How about we spend it together?
I'd like to be paid.
Oh, that's all? Well, don't worry. I won't forget. Ah, so you noticed too. Such strange names, and even stranger contents. Not to mention, this is the largest library in Northern Teyvat, and I didn't recognize a single title on the list. I just don't see how that's possible. Unless...
Unless...
Actually, we just ran into...
Paimon.
Trouble, I presume? I think I'll steer clear if it's all the same to you. Besides, if a book exists in this world, then there's a place for them in this library. Better for them to remain here than end up in the hands of someone more suspect.
Sure.
Anyway, here's your payment. Thanks again for all the help.
Great. So that's done. How does one initiate these quests? Is the next question. The quest of the question. The question of the quest. Let's check in here. Witch's Homework. You get to invite a character. These 3 have also been upgraded. And the only one of them that I have not fully constellationed by now is Razor. Which is funny considering he was like the first character I rolled in the game. Great. The other characters are Klee, Albedo, Mona, Sucrose, Venti, and the new character Durin. So 2 of these I do not have. They are both on a banner right now. I'm not sure if I should roll on them. But I'm very excited for especially Klee and Albedo and Sucrose, even though Sucrose mostly just gets stat buffs to her name. Because she is already very good. Oh. I see, we just have that book now. That makes things easier. And I guess to start off the next few episodes, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 of these, depending on how long they are. Starting with Albedo today. Of questions beyond questions. Guided by the Witch's Dictionary, you head to Dragonspine to bring Albedo a brand new assignment. Lots of enhancements coming to Albedo. Some things locked behind constellations that I do not have. Hey, it's Christmas time. Let's go to the snowy place. Remember freezing to death? It's been a while.
Oh, Albedo's over there. Wonder what he's doing.
The usual. Painting. Painting a cat of some sort.
Hey, Albedo. Thought we'd find you here. Oh, are you painting?
Yes, I finally have a moment to myself. So I decided to pick up my brush and get some practice in.
Yeah, a lot of stuff has happened, huh?
Indeed. Of course, thanks to your help, and my fellow knights, that matter was resolved with little issue. In addition, I was able to complete the final task my master left for me. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Sucrose has been advancing swiftly in her studies too. She can tackle many alchemy projects on her own now. The Knights of Favonius don't have any duties for me at the moment either. No responsibilities, no tasks, no problems to resolve.
Are you okay? You make that sound like a bad thing.
It's not. It just feels strange, not having to rack my brain for solutions to all manner of problems.
I'm realizing there is a man in your cat's tail.
To be quite honest, I'm finding the idle life a bit hard to get used to. I keep finding myself considering if there might be other issues that need solving. But unfortunately for me, Mondstadt seems perfectly problem-free at the moment.
And that's bad.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying a bit of me time. Nothing good comes from working yourself to the bone. But if you're really that bored, you can come hang out with us. Paimon will teach you the true art of doing nothing.
Well, I suppose I should learn from the best.
And if you're looking for trouble, I have a knack for finding it.
Traveler, don't say things like that. You're gonna jinx us.
Strange to see you so idle, Albedo.
Cat! So many weird cats lately.
But considering that you've completed Master Rhindaughter's final task, I suppose you deserve a break.
See? What did Paimon tell ya? You asked for trouble, and here it comes.
Sabas, what are you doing here?
Wait, you know this cat, Albedo?
Yes, he's also one of my master's creations. I suppose that makes him a family member of sorts.
Even the unconventional family. Ever the unconventional family you've got there. You have a dragon, you have a little girl with bombs, you have a cat, you have another you.
Don't you take that tone with me. I'll have you know that I alone keep that giant house in order as its butler. And yes, that has meant dealing with the assorted collection of vials and jars that you and Master use, washing them, drying them, all that work done by one cat.
Wait, you're a butler? How does that work? How do you handle vials and stuff without, you know, thumbs?
How do you stay afloat in midair?
That's a question we always wanted to know. Oh, also, he has the same symbol as Albedo.
Huh? It's just something Paimon's always known how to do.
Housekeeping is the same for me. Such facts are not up for question, and shall receive no answers.
Throwing things off a table. Yes, that is how you keep a house as a cat.
Hey! You're not allowed to say the same answer that Paimon said. You...
This cat belongs to Rhine, daughter Paimon. Might be best if you...
Ugh. Sure. But don't expect Paimon to listen to his rambling.
Allow me to get to the point, then. I'm here at Master Rhindaughter's request. She has a message for me to pass along. Ahem.
Dearest Albedo, in regard to that task I set for you, your discovery of an answer that you can accept is most delightful.
Hey, Sebas, your voice acting skills are better than Alice's.
Alas, once a problem is solved, mulling it over in one's head loses all meaning. I'm sure the pendulum in your ever-whirring mind is swinging toward boredom as we speak. Might I suggest posing questions of your own, then? Cast the answers you know aside. Instead, embrace the questions you don't. After all, questions have always been more interesting than answers, and much better for passing the time. I look forward to what questions you'll bring me upon our next meeting. And should you come up with ones even I've never considered, all the better. It's unlikely, of course, but do your best. And who knows? If you're lucky, you might just surprise me. Oh, and don't attempt to create a self whose sole purpose is to pose or ponder questions. I've tried it, and it doesn't work. Lastly, I sent Sebas with a gift for you. Do keep it well, all right? Ah, and no need to feed him. He doesn't get hungry.
Is Sebas the gift?
As you instruct, Master.
Master had quite a bit to say, I see. That really took a lot out of me. Well, I've passed the message along, so I shan't tarry in this frozen death trap for a second longer. I need to deliver a separate message to Mondstadt at any rate.
Mondstadt?
Huh. Who else would have a connection to Rhindaughter and Mondstadt? Oh.
Although his birth was rather recent, Master Rhindaughter has long foreseen what his task should be. But I digress. I shall be on my way. If I stay here a second longer, my tail might turn into an icicle. Your gift from Master Rhindaughter is on the table. Use it well.
You know, Albedo, your family gets more confusing by the second.
Yeah, now you're even adding a cat to the mix.
Speaking of, would that cat really count as a family member? He called himself a butler and all, but...
Master created Sebas long before me. By the standards of a normal family, that would make him my elder, I suppose.
But this is not a normal family.
Of course, my family could scarcely be
Yeah.
considered normal. So, by that logic, that type of relationship holds little meaning. At the same time, Sebas did look after me quite a bit back in the day, helping me tidy up various vials and jars. He even modeled for my sketches at times.
Wait a second. The cat you drew today... That's him then, isn't it?
Yes. Whenever I need to think, I turn to drawing and let my subconscious take over. It always helps me sort my thoughts out. And for some reason, I often wind up choosing a portrait of Sebas. I have drawn so many at this point that it's become second nature. Thus, this leaves my mind free to consider other things.
Now that you mention it, we've seen you draw a cat before.
Yeah, we thought it was just a random cat. Guess he was a way bigger deal than we thought.
Well, now you know his real name. I can tell you more stories about him sometime, if you like.
Didn't notice any mans in his fur.
But right now...
The tree takes pride in its most perfect fruit. So complete, so flawless. But you, O Seed of Dreams, do not settle for being the king of a universe, confined to its flesh.
I need to think.
Questions beyond questions. Which is Eve right? Book of Blinding Light.
New questions.
Old questions. Many questions. I guess that's all that's to this story. But also, I guess the only one we're doing today, considering we also did the introduction. So, does he have his new skill now?
Live!
Can't see it immediately. Maybe it only works in battle. Usually he makes this one flower elevator, and this one always had a big problem, especially against bosses, because it can be easily broken by stronger enemies. Now he should be making multiple flowers. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. Unless that only happens when multiple witch characters are on the team.
Feel this ancient power.
Maybe I should read his stuff. Maybe in this. Albedo, enhancement details. Witch's Eve Right, Book of Blinding Light. After completing Witch's homework beyond the lesson, Albedo will become a Hexarai character. When party includes at least 2 Hexarai characters, you will gain the Hexarai Secret Right effect, which enhances Hexarai characters. When Albedo hits an opponent with his elemental skill, within 20 seconds of using the elemental skill, it will generate a silver isotoma. Okay, so it needs to have 2 characters to have more flowers appear. Need an opponent that lasts for 10 seconds, when there are no solar isotoma created by Albedo on the field, and as long as Albedo is not killed, a single silver isotoma will begin generating transient blossoms just as solar isotoma would. Can be up to 2 silver ones generated on the field at one time. After creating a solar isotoma, nearby party members' normal attack, charge attack, plunging attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst damage are increased by 4% for every 1000 defense Albedo has for 20 seconds. The maximum increase that can be achieved by this is 12%. After generating a silver isotoma, nearby Hexarai party members' normal attack, charge attack, plunging attack, elemental skill, and burst damage are increased by 10% for every 1000 defense Albedo has for 20 seconds. What does he get anyways? The transient blossoms generated by the elemental skill deal 25% more damage to opponents whose HP is below 50%. Additionally, if there is a silver on the field that was created by Albedo, the damage dealt will also be increased by 240 of Albedo's defense. So he really shines when there's more than one of them. So I guess we don't get too much out of it by just having him ourselves upgraded. But that will not change the fact that we are using him as the only magical character today. And moving on to our main topic. When we are not in combat anymore, I would like to go out of combat.
Shower me with praise!
Settle down.
Hey there!
How about a flower escalator now? We don't do that around here. Okay, now I can activate. Freezing to death. Still freezing to
Thank
death.
you for waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards.
Okay, we warmed up. It's warmer in Nod-Krai than on that mountain.
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime in Nod-Krai.
Nothing's gonna happen today, because we're on a vacation.
Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the Wild Hunt causing chaos or the Fatui stirring up trouble. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment.
We really have achieved a lot since we've been here, haven't we? The Traveler and Paimon strike again.
That's right! Another win for Tibet's top duo!
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Oh yeah! Lama told us that was coming up soon. Wait, why do you mention it though? Do people in Nasha Town celebrate it too? Paimon thought it was just for moon goddess worshippers.
You're partially right. Most people in Nasha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became Nod-Krai's most lively festival.
Whew! Sounds like fun!
I'm definitely up for it.
Great! Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed?
Oh, right. Forgot about that plot point.
We didn't get to follow up on it at the time, because we got wrapped up in that whole rare air situation, but now we can finally start investigating it properly.
Except, we have no idea where to start.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for.
That's mostly gonna be bugs.
By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching, but the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
I'm not sure it's as simple as that.
Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go.
Or worms. No, worms can only be found in cans, last I checked. We haven't seen Columbina in a while. Well, she is currently locked out. She used a huge amount of power in the final battle against Riri and has been much weaker since then. Oh, I guess that's maybe the reason. I don't know if I can do anything to genuinely help her, but surely a little chat can do no harm. One other thing that concerns me is, we've seen no trace of the doctor so far, but we have heard that he is around.
What's wrong? You look super serious all of a sudden.
I was just thinking about Columbina and the doctor.
Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything?
We learned back in Natlan that he's been investigating the moon, but he's been suspiciously absent so far.
Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Fatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to?
Engrossed in one of his experiments, perhaps. Either way, his current inaction is a good thing. Is it?
True. Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe it's the pressure of being a Fatuse? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something?
Maybe?
But then, every time we headed out with Rarier, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
Paimon. I have a feeling she might have heard that.
What? Relax, she's not even here. Huh?
Right. One of her creations.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, we'll be on our way now. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right, yeah, let's go see Columbina.
A nocturne of the far north. Well, guess we are seeing Columbina after all today. So all is right with the world. I'm here for a round of moon chess. Or dear guess. And interrupting your singing, Ness.
Hey, she's sitting up.
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
You're sitting all over these places.
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Perhaps I would have been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests.
Who?
Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter.
Oh, us.
Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here.
The planet is racist.
If I remain into that, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
We need to build a rocket now. Or find our spaceship and give it to her instead.
Alright then. Well, we're sure gonna miss you. But it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The moon prayer night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Tevat.
And then we just pray really hard.
The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
Like all the other magnet-based jumping puzzles, you'll just jump really hard at the moon.
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
She is.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky.
and leave quite the crack in it.
I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here.
The name Wanderer is already taken, as is Traveler. You need to think of a new one. I mean, you already have lots of names, so really...
Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes. You are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness and joy is joy! The point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Oh, really? You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one.
She understands Paimon's jokes, but not Li Huan's.
Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Ah yes, always here for that.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Hand-holding denied.
Oh, then do you still want to give me your hand? Or not?
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the Moon Goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Rayhir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a Moon Prayer Night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Pray to the moon at night.
Oh, don't worry about that! We take care of everything! All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
Just put on a mask, surely that works. Yeah, there will definitely be complications, but...
I'll make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back! Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
That was kinda cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now!
Love delivering cryptic messages.
And also, I do not know.
You said that too late. We're already gone.
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not sure yet. I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious? And Paimon even gave you her vote of confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky?
Always has been sneaky.
Hey, Lauma! It's us! Huh? Varka? What are you doing here?
Beats me. I had a bit too much to drink last night, and when I woke up, I was on Hisi Island.
I guess I also drank too much because I'm seeing a balloon.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
What do you mean, that too?
So preparations are already underway.
Yes. Celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in Nod-Krai. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said the people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the Lantern Ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
Although in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist. We've met plenty of them in our time.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time. Hope it's okay.
What did you do?
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
If we ask, everybody agrees.
Then I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
She probably shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kuthar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
I guess we just have to deface the statue then.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
In your drunken stupor.
Not as such, no, but The most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up.
Oh, get everybody drunk.
You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Mondstatter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kutar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows? Once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing! Or close enough, at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing.
Cats. So many cats.
And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys. But lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
We'll take care of that part.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr. Varka had asked to see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kutar's decision.
We also have a message for you. It's very cryptic. Not sure if this thing is working properly.
Huh? What's this? These sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Wanatar! You want to play too?
Guess not.
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
Drumming minigame, go. Best drumming minigame yet. Perfect.
What are these floaty things?
It's called balloons.
Moon veils.
Oh.
We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival. When you look at the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They are preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here, Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
Paimon likes anything a lot, as long as it's food.
You bet! Sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival. The timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and moon prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the Wade itself is a fun feature of this particular festival.
You never know when this festival is gonna hit you.
Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no, but if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation.
Speaking of answers, she asked us to pass along a message. There is no need. I see. It was not a good message.
I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay.
She has a very pretty cave, you know.
I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such, she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nasha Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go! Bye for now, Wilma!
Thank you all. Goodbye.
You also got something to say to yourself? After we've left Lauma? Traveler needs blessings, not burdens. Sounds good in principle, but will blessings alone be enough for Columbina? You're still standing there, right?
Goodbye for now. I look forward to the festival.
Glad I came back up here. Very important. Couldn't miss that.
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with Flints! What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Grand Master, and the Traveler in Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while.
Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Sorry, what investigation?
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Haha. Yes, that too.
Yeah, right. Oh, wait. Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nosha Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all.
Yeah, they look a lot brighter than usual.
On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Good dogs.
Huh? What do you mean? Like, you could see them, but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
Okay, not good dogs. Just incorporeal dogs.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in Nod-Krai before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in Nod-Krai in the run-up to Moonprayer Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived.
But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern.
I see. I'm concerned.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
Houses?
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
Looking forward to getting attacked by houses.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago. She'd like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment.
Alice again.
But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her. We don't know when the wind will blow, yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in Nod-Krai, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
The only way Yahoda is gonna have time to come to the festival if she gets fired again. So I wouldn't bet on that too much. Has this thing always been going that fast? Okay, it's slowing down.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though.
Definitely not gonna become a big problem.
Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moonprayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears.
I see something floating by. Oh wait, it's just dust in the room.
But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening.
So we need to become phantoms as well to stop the phantom monsters from harming the phantom humans.
In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
That's a while.
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
Wasn't Kandria like 500 years ago?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights Favonius era came up in class.
They must be cavemen. Looking forward to those.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
Especially if they spoke in caveman speech. And again, that might be simpler. That would be like Razor. Oh, I'm looking forward to talking to Razor again.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather.
Maybe we should invite Razor as a translator.
Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the Abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the Abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the Ancients.
Even a rare read, you say?
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned.
Seems like it, yeah. Wait, we're a team? Since when?
Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along. Ha ha ha!
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moonprayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No. 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 No.
Okay, Guess not then. Glad we asked.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait, no, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside, quick. This is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship.
You do know that where we were standing earlier was already inside Yahoda. Flying ship.
Like a spaceship?
An unidentified flying ship. Spaceship at Star Sand Shoal.
That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right?
Finally, something to put Columbina on.
Huh? You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out.
Well, you're the one that found where it is, I guess.
Wait. Back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown! What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything!
Maybe that's a conversation for next time. This is still a huge discovery on your part.
Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course. Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too. What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehuda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
I guess it was a freebie for all the good things we did.
Oh, sorry, boss.
You're fired! Again. Also, talking about Razor reminded me. Not a very interesting upgrade, this one, but it brings us one closer to maxing him out, I guess. Also, all these red exclamation marks reminding me that I need to unlock them.
Turning the unknown into the known.
Where are we going? Star Sand Shoal.
The soil is moist, ideal for collecting the roots of boom blossoms. No, please, allow me to handle this.
Well, that one's hard to miss, I would say. Also, lots of other ghosts around, or phantoms, I guess.
Wow, what do you know? Yehuda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship.
But does that mean it landed here 6,000 years ago? And also, where is it now then?
But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists, but somehow it left an afterimage?
I mean, we talked about houses. I'm not sure either.
Ah, you're already here.
How did you hear about this?
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
And also, you say these things happen always when the festival comes close. But not this in particular, huh? Well as the Abyss monsters, I guess.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now.
Oh, so even the humans are not usual. Just animals and houses.
The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Let's look around and see what we can find out.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
But hey, this means we can look inside, considering we can't touch it.
Allow me to lend you a hand. Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Can't we talk to the humans instead?
Is that a phantom Rhymehorn deer?
I mean, I know you can talk to animals, but there was humans there.
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
Deer don't talk unga bunga.
Then how about this?
Understood. They sing instead.
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly.
6,000 years ago.
We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are.
I would not trust in nothing changing 6,000 years ago.
Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Because we don't see the whole world, we only see small fragments.
Good point. Great thinking, Lauma.
Blunthorn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks, But this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
Yeah, certainly the mountain took more damage than the ship itself from that landing.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes, still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go, and enjoy your feast.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
Why were the animals our first source of information? I do not understand. Also, maybe talk about the real humans in our time.
Those illusions and those people. It's all a little creepy, don't you think?
Nah, all part of the festive atmosphere.
Yes, very festive.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Nope. Never seen or heard anything this weird.
I see. Oh, we can go in the hole it made. Is there anything interesting in here? Is this a huge thing? This might be a huge thing. Okay, it's not huge. But it has enemies. Oh, it just leads out another path. That makes me wonder if the spaceship even made that hole, considering it goes all the way through.
What is this thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Baka.
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
How do we look to them?
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
The people have been around for 6,000 years, but the ship has been around for 7,000 years.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
He definitely is enjoying himself.
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nod-Krai. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people.
Only this showed the moment when my brother was searching for me. Maybe then I could have discovered why he wasn't in the spaceship. Or if it showed the moment when it disappeared, I might have found out who was piloting it and where they were headed. But no such luck. All we've seen is an arbitrary moment in time during its long stay here.
Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Thanks, Varka.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
It's very rare.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Oh, he wouldn't mind.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
You know him well. There's no helping you.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
Have you kept count, Flins?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
Lots of screaming.
My guess would be that we are seeing Nod-Krai during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nod-Krai, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nod-Krai was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I've seen this guy being chased by these wolves in real time, and didn't help him back then either. How much is that in dog years? Gotta ask Lauma about that.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the Abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerear's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the Abyss with you.
Oh, someone else also has an abyssal heart of sorts.
And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the Abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerear, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Can't tell everybody about my age. In whom human years.
Our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation.
And screaming.
And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
You're one to talk.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
Any
You look
doubts?
disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
I'm having doubts, even if you don't have doubts, Nefer.
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow.
Guarded by a cat. Hyper boring documents. Never to be read.
Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Like how those two hate each other. Much hate currently in the room.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
You know, that's a very personal gift coming from you, and food is very personal coming from Paimon, so why not everybody just give her a very personal gift?
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Who could we ask about that?
Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Okay, I got it. I'll find a chance to ask her. Hello, Wink Warrior. I'm doing good.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Can't have an episode without Dory.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Gotcha.
Is something the matter?
That's my line, Durin. You seem a little down.
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Ask me something, Wink Warrior. Can always ask.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Don't forget, I'm a member of the Knights of Favonius. You can always rely on me.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
Well, you're kinda a kid to us.
which is why we need a lantern guaranteed to work on the moon.
Ah, I see. You did not stop thinking about that.
Yes, I have a few ideas, but the lantern itself is the easy part. The real issue is how little we know about the lunar environment.
Wait, you two are serious about this?
I'm with Dorian on this one.
Let's just say I'm intrigued by these shining magical stones that Mr. Albedo has mentioned.
Right, you are a stone collector. Let's buy her a moon chess set, yeah. Pink Warrior, you're not the first person asking me about custom graphics for my stream, but no, I'm not interested in that kind of stuff.
Could you do me a solid and try to smooth things over with Boss Neff?
Miss Lauma, would you accompany me into town? I think it'd be best if you saw the Frost Moon Scions decorations for yourself.
Very well. Let's go.
Is Nefa also somewhere, or has she left? Nope.
You should get going. It's important that we ascertain what Kutar likes.
Oh, it's not about scams, Wink Warrior. I'm just not interested. What I am interested in is talking to Columbina more. Unless she's not here.
Huh? She's not here.
I can't sense her presence at all.
Weren't there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go?
Maybe she took them out for walkies. They are not dogs. How do we keep getting back to dogs today?
Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know.
Maybe the doctor came and took Columbina for walkies.
Oh, well. Looks like we just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Where does she rest if not here? But fair point, let's go.
Columbina, are you back yet?
I assume we waited a day.
Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here.
This is a bit odd. Also, I'm surprised you didn't show the clock animation to show that a day has passed.
Right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside. Especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention.
By the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day. How do you tell?
What about Luanatar? Luanatar, you there?
I'm always with you.
Hey! Do you know where Columbina went? Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Sounds like an I don't know either to me.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
Paimon, look. The flowers.
What about them? Oh, that's not good news.
Losing their shine.
They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now.
Let's go. We've got to find Lauma.
Good idea. She might know what's happening.
Starting to understand why we might not be able to talk to Columbina for a bit.
Ah, It's you. How is Kutar? Is she okay?
She's missing. Has she visited the Frost Moon Scions?
No, she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
Anyone approached Silver Moon Hall lately?
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nashatown. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's Nod-Krai's information hub after all.
Makes sense. Let's go!
You wouldn't just mention Doctor at the beginning of the quest, right? Otherwise, I wouldn't even have thought about him. Cats and dogs. No, wait, that's weasels, right?
Wait a moment. Is it just Paimon, or is this stall kind of suspicious? It's never been here before, right?
Surely just for the festival.
No, I don't recognize it.
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over. Now, prepare to face the final boss of Nod-Krai.
Let's run.
Whoa! Where'd that voice come from?
It's too early for the final boss.
Not sure, but it's definitely hostile.
No, 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 not that way. The final boss is right here.
Mole! The final mole.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss? Surely not. Also...
That voice is a little familiar.
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you.
Your voice acting skills are so good.
It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Ah, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Hello, Alice. Great adventurer of the realms, Dodo King, defender of old Mondstadt, etc. But most importantly, mother of the most adorable Klee. I like how you just moved the camera. The fourth wall is in your hands, I guess.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance.
The most speechless thing is your hat, if you want to call it that.
Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexen Circle, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing.
I think we all agree.
So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice! It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
Impressed that it took so long, but we're really happy it's finally time.
You
You look just like Klee.
Oh, that's the first thing you thought. A little surprising, but that actually makes me very happy. Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
So she's a friend of yours?
It's complicated.
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexen Circle. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too.
She's helped us a lot in the past.
That's right. She's a good person, just kinda unpredictable.
We've met her now, but she might just vanish again at any moment.
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, I know. Before you got here, I spent a good, 15 minutes getting up to speed on Nod-Krai's present situation. In other words, I've read the whole in the last episode part, so we can skip the pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss Alice, I can already tell that you have quite a unique personality.
He'll get used to it. Paimon sure is. So anyway, what are you doing in Nod-Krai, Alice?
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time, I'm the final boss.
And we are fighting right now.
And what a formidable foe I shall be. Powerful, confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You will never succeed.
I'm going to send a formal request for Jean to put you in solitary.
Oh, drat. My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
Because it's fun.
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
Sheesh.
No, it's just... you seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in Nod-Krai because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexen Circle. It concerns the 3 moons, Tevat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for.
You know where Columbina is?
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea? My main reason for coming on this trip to Tevat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well, namely, maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders.
Hi, Yukari.
I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
No wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
I thought we were dealing with Kaguya, not with Yukari.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No, there is another far greater factor at play.
Also an unprecedented amount of people trying to contact or connect.
The trilunar syzygy.
Syzygy?
A trilunar syzygy.
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Devat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
You're talking about life, death, and such, aren't you? Death in quotation marks.
Oh, that's exactly it. The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in Nod-Krai. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders.
Why are you so concerned about said borders, if I may ask?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Alice is so powerful your internet died. She does that.
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious. But right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
Columbina wants to use their power to return home.
I see. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Mage Anne?
Oh, so you remember.
We heard her voice in Fontaine.
Yes, of course. That was a story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
The moon is gone.
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
Once long ago. Words. Yeah, Alice's hat makes no sense. But I guess that fits her perfectly.
My body is so heavy. Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk. Are you out for a walk too? Huh? The day has come at last.
Guess that disappearing part didn't take as long as you thought it would.
Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death here. Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel. But as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Come on, come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
These decorations, they're so heavy. It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
You're not holding anything right now.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat. Coming.
I want to watch them a little longer.
You call that strolling?
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Things might have changed since last you've been here.
Alright, enough horsing around. Lady Lauma gave us a task. We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water. Yeah.
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
Don't poke it too hard, or it might splash you. As incorporeal as you are right now. Still too big. Too long, sorry.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plane plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lamatti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
So you shared with the animals.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Yeah, sharing food? Now that's an offense.
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too. Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town, too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
Yes, we're just gonna stalk around.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Teyvat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her.
It's just like what Columbina said. The whole world is rejecting her.
To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses did something to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Teyvat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
Hi, Rowan. Doing fine. How are you?
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Ugh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the Moon Goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present Moon Goddess, too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking, yes. But let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be.
I mean, final bosses usually are the big bad villain. If we're making light of this, hopefully that means you have a plan.
Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your Moon Goddess, there are 2 problems we need to solve. Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, At least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection. But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
That's a very important question. Does anybody know her real name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence.
I asked her once, but she said she didn't know. And also, what does that say about me?
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Just tear a hole through the sky.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Kinda makes sense that we are now getting these Hexa-Rai buffs for these old characters, especially Klee, considering.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon.
Thanks for telling us all of this.
That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future.
I certainly will.
Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the moon goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now. Time to meet your new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion. Don't forget to mind your heads.
What does that mean?
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
There were some unexpected names in there.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy. I have no qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Klee's a little angel.
Angel of Explosions.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
She left in a hurry.
As I said, even though we've met her, she's just gonna disappear just as quick.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I doubt that's necessary. A mage of her abilities doesn't need our help.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee, wasn't it? What's she like?
That's a long story. Come on, we'll fill you in as we go.
Definitely know whose Hexa-Rai quest we are starting the next episode with.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
You're the one with a mustache.
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free rein in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair. You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
Chairs are an eyesore. I'm not fixing them.
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand, hmm?
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
She said, lovingly.
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me.
Are you sure? I don't want to question you in this very obvious observation you've made, but that goes a bit beyond tsundere.
What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
Can always try and go haunt her. The vocal cords are still screwed in, so yes. Okay.
Hey, have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it. Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh?
The one behind you.
Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
Jealous now?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
You still holding out hope that I might see you?
Columbina?
And your hope was not unfounded.
traveler.
All that hand-holding gotta be worth something.
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Yeah, you can be a guardian angel now. Look for the mage Nicole. How many witches can we meet?
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage and a name?
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion, that kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah, Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf!
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway, since none of us have ever met Nicole, how are we supposed to find her? We can't just go up to every woman in sight and ask, hey, are you Nicole?
Just gotta look for characters that look like playable characters. That narrows it down a lot. Also, yeah, maybe we should join the Hexenzirkel. Then we could get upgrades for the Traveler as well. Maybe that crab over there is Nicole.
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute. Alice never said Nicole was from Mondstadt.
Oh, true.
What about the tea set? I recall that each mage has their own cup.
That would be this young lady, then?
Her hat makes too much sense.
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka, Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm.
Guess not.
Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
But I got my own text boxes.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you. It might take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Oh, you switched to regular text boxes.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me. I mean,
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before, but it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
Someone got her vocal cords unscrewed. Had to happen to somebody.
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Nicole, the unappreciated master sculptor, the immortal literary giant, if only they'd write, and the silent angel, yet also the orator, the instant they utter a word, etc., etc. In summary, to remain silent is to be the observer of the world.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it!
Has Alice always been the one making these text blurbs for the Fatui? That would be interesting.
I had a whole speech prepared. I'd agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so sorry about that. Alice took the liberty of devising some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle.
Great.
But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions?
She is just not used to Alice tripping her up, I guess. Or maybe she is too used to that.
Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Oh, you can't hear.
Will you all promise to forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
She looks like a character from an anime, but you can't remember who.
Sorry? Embarrassing? When?
Among the words that hopped out just now, I saw angel.
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power. The Traveler and Paimon should be no strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Oh, we are aware of that one.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
But we've never seen her in person.
Yes. Well, I have retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific... no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Columbina currently having the problem of listening to one side of a phone call, I guess. Rosette from Chrono Crusade. Yeah, I can see the similarity.
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war. Or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels.
They also had funny hats.
But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. they were reluctant to accept the new order. Even after the War of Funerary Flame, they sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices.
Very bright. Don't stare into the sun or the moon.
But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the three moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the War of Funerary Flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well, I mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans.
That's a big blush.
The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
You say that in a way that's not convincing me that it is a portal.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
They built a catapult.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
Love just watching Columbina walking around bored, listening.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
That's good. That way Columbina can catch up with it if she doesn't disappear before that.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Nicole, please.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So we somehow need to find whatever structure they built and make sure there's enough Kuvaki to power it up. Luckily, we have the moon marrow of both the eternal and iridescent moons, so we're all good for Kuvaki. Which means the key issue we need to focus on is finding the place. Am I right so far?
Yes. Although, I expect the structure is long gone by now. That said, what if we could take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed? Well, travel back isn't quite accurate. It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together, and... You look lost. Was that too hard to follow?
Yeah, things got a little, technical there. Paimon's brain is reaching capacity.
All right. Let me think about how to put this more simply. Okay, got it. Over the next few days, I'll search for phantoms that we can use. Once I find one that meets the criteria, I'll let you know and we'll regroup. By completing certain rituals, specific individuals will be able to enter the phantom and make it to the Hyperborean structure. If everything checks out, and it looks feasible, we'll just need to wait for Moon Prayer Night, and we can send the Moon Goddess back home. I'm really skimping on the detail here. Is this making any sense at all?
It's simple. We just need to find a rotating black hole with a ring-like singularity and go through it.
I think so. For now, we'll just wait to hear from you.
Oh no, Columbina has turned into a crab. Oh yes, Columbina has turned into a crab.
Yes. Basically, yes.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the Moon Goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Finally, someone said something that's not boring.
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
Apolline.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then? Oh, and no need to prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
See ya!
She seems friendly. It's just...
A lot?
It's so nice to find someone who's actually willing to listen. I've been dying for a chance to finally go through all this systematically from start to finish. Any longer and I'd probably start forgetting it.
Now Paimon gets why Alice told us to mind our heads.
Ha 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 ha! What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is... where do we start looking for the Moon Goddess's name?
Maybe she's written it down somewhere.
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all.
That's gonna be a lot of work, Lauma.
I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kutar's birth.
I have a hunch that the Fatui might know something too.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Duvat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frost Moon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Ha 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 ha! Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
Looking forward to how you can help. I mean, the Frostmourne Enclave is right there. No reason to teleport for once. Going to the freshly built library.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kutar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
Hmm? You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable.
How many of them are about her being a crab?
There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through.
Clear and concise would be one way to describe the writing style of these historical records, but you could just as easily describe them as terse and dry. And since Lauma already knows the material like the back of her hand, the quest to find any new information in these texts is tough going.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frost Moon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lauma speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
When you were organizing these texts, what criteria did you use?
Well, that's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frost Moon Scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Like going transparent.
Seems like this is getting us nowhere. For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Columbina.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi.
Columbina really likes climbing to high places.
Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
Subjectivity is strong in this one. We've heard something like this before in Netland.
The vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy.
Kutar is moon in Finnish. That makes sense.
Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading?
Seems like a collection of anecdotes.
Come on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth a Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The Moon Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess, and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that?
It's true. It gives off a somewhat lonesome feeling.
Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
I find it interesting that Lauma, of all people, keeps switching between Kuta and Columbina.
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame.
That rhymed, Paimon.
We did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barca said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing. Let's see. There's Barca. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too.
Talk about coincidences. We meet again.
Yeah, this is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Learned some stories from her early days.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Barca was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh no, we already met with her.
It was terrible.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
This looks familiar. I'm sure I saw one of these back on the Golden Apple Archipelago.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the Phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
Oh, we mentioned you already today.
It's you!
Speaking of people with ambiguous real names.
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
Speaking about people with interesting hats.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in Nod-Krai.
Hat Guy?
Glad that name stuck more than the name I gave him. But hey, Hat Guy rhymes with Horai.
Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Did he ever meet Columbina? They were both Fatui harbingers.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat Guy.
Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here.
The fact that he has taken the name himself, begrudgingly. So they came to Nod-Krai together.
Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
No, it's Mr. Hat.
Who's that?
The doctor?
The Doctor.
Yeah.
Also known as Dottore. Second of the Fatui Harbingers.
Just as I thought. My words exactly.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
Sandik. I've heard that name before. Back in the ruins, when the Ibis King mentioned that student. That was the doctor? Didn't I make that connection too? I feel like, at least in my mind, I made that connection.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to Nod-Krai. But we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record?
Can be both.
Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Hey, Horai.
Hmm?
Are you here for revenge?
Well, yeah. That's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again.
Fair enough. One other thing. When we return, let's talk about Columbina.
What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
You made it. Who is this?
So you haven't met?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore. But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in Nod-Krai to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
You flatter me.
You're all harbingers. What reason would you have to disclose information about Dottore? Nobody likes the guy, that's the reason.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Nope.
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in Nod-Krai is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears.
Wonder if this is actually interesting for Colombina, considering it's about her colleagues.
The only similarity we share is that Once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done. Whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out.
I, for one, very much enjoy these workplace gossips.
That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
Oh, Colombina definitely fully involved with this one.
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs. Especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Colombina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
He might be closer than you think.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
He's standing behind my back. No, couldn't be. Could have just given you a pseudonym. What did she do while she was with the Fatui?
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. The Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Colombina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing.
Oh, so Colombina is just doomed to boredom wherever she goes.
The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. It was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions. So she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
Sounds like something Horai would say. No wonder.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
Thanks for telling us all this. Wait, they maybe knew Horai, but I think their memories of him might have been wiped, right? I think that's what happened in Sumeru. That he just got a restart, essentially.
What is it? Something come to mind?
It's nothing. Just even more eager to learn her name now. I want to shout it to her from the rooftops.
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Kalambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now, after all the arguments we've had. I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Take care, everyone. We'll be in touch if the situation changes.
Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Meanwhile, the Durin loading the screen.
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Oh, now we have house.
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there?
Durin can use the power of the Abyss to affect the world in which the Phantom is located. For example, using it on a stone pillar will create a barrier with the intimidate and obstruct attributes, which in turn will affect the choices and actions of the human Phantom. I failed.
Have you seen a little girl?
Because I thought I needed to attack, but it's T again.
Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it.
Yes. Next. see. Not like that. Gotta make people scream more.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No, there's monsters ahead.
Okay, so lock him in and then let the monsters out.
Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
Durin's abyssal power can also affect the phantom explosive barrels, causing explosions that can clear obstacles and deal damage to monsters. However, these explosions can also cause damage to human phantoms, so use with caution.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
And many explosives for me
There's
to
still a
use.
chance, Durin. Use the traps.
You know, I thought this might have been the chance for me to try out Durin in a battle. Not happening right now. Instead, we are playing tower defense. That was too early. Rest in peace, dude.
Help me!
Gotta fail everything at least once. Wait, how? Gotta fail everything at least twice. Guess I missed one somewhere. Wrong order. Maybe. I thought maybe one of these passed through. Oh, no. Yeah.
Help me!
Okay, there were some behind me. But there's gonna be more here, yeah.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
But what will that do?
Have you seen my daughter? Spargana is her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
Don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
The rescue has reached a dead end. All that can be done is to wait for another chance.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all. Spargana, are you there?
What? What's this? Hey! Let us out!
Huh? That looks like one of my daughter's books. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, it's one of hers for sure. That's her name on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
That's a lot.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book! She's passed this way! Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this! But how will I find her without any clues? I no longer have anywhere else to go.
This is starting to feel like Steins Gate. Like, no matter what we do. Fate wants to find a way.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else. Whether he opens this door or not, all that awaits him now is death. We couldn't change his fate. Albedo? Hat Guy? Let's try one more time. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I don't want to give up either.
Why am I here? What's going on? All these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? Huh? Wait, who are you?
We unlocked him.
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Well, no, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
You've not seen my daughter either, have you? It seems she really isn't here.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'm just tired. Maybe this is destiny. Maybe it doesn't matter how hard I search. How long do I have left?
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know? You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid, yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Sal Vindaknir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine. But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
I see. Sure enough, there was no way to turn this around, huh? I'm sorry. I was the one who asked to chat, but it seems like we're too many ages apart. There's barely any common ground to start from.
It's all right. We did hear something new, at least.
From how you speak of your lives, things must be going all right for you, I guess.
They are. Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness. There's a lot of good people in the church and the Knights of Favonius, and even outsiders find that it's an easy place to feel at home.
You know the name of that crab girl.
We have festivals a few times a year. Everyone gets together to drink, sing, and be merry.
Sumeru is a lot more uptight. Not really the kind of place where you can relax. It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably.
In that case, may your wishes come true.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me.
You swapped hats with the ghost guy. Maybe it will do the trick.
As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that, Durin, resisting the influence of the Abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy. But no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that. But the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
That guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
Dodo.
Hello, Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before, and the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
So ends one of 2 acts for this version of the game.
There you are. I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Seelie along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get here.
And I'm hoping you're giving me a chance to stop soon.
Another conversation conversation I cannot hear.
Not throw me from one act in the next immediately like this.
I am delighted to see that you understand what takes priority, and that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know.
Paimon's head.
Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Please don't make me enter.
Oh, cool! Well, what are we waiting for? Let's open it up and see!
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the Hyperboreans. A special process is required to open the gate.
Oh! Like the place that housed the Eternal Moon's Marrow?
Seems like the ancients were very fond of making tricky gate puzzles.
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah. Alright then. I was planning to start with some background on the invention of these techniques. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? It's quite informative.
Keep it short.
Remember what you were saying about priorities?
Fine. Simply put, we need 3 human representatives to successfully undergo a process of Kuvaki resonance. Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses to see if the entrants are qualified, with the most recognizable qualification being Kuvaki.
Pretty sure Lauma would ace that test. Oh, wait. But we need 3 people.
I also have no doubt that the Moon Chanter would be qualified, but we would need 2 other people with the same constitution.
So 3 sacrifices.
Therefore, the most feasible method is not so much to follow the rules, but to figure out how the test functions and find a workaround.
Oh, so we are breaking in, is what you're saying?
I've done some research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude. We'll simply need humans to stand before it who have sufficient Kuvaki energy within them.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki in them?
I mean, Traveler has more than enough of Kuvaki.
The easiest way would be transfusion. Take some Kuvaki from Nod-Krai's soil, put it into the bloodstream, and get it circulating in the body.
How about hand-holding?
So we're going to cheat on the test?
Yep.
Precisely. There are other methods, but this is the simplest one. Cheating the system is much easier than trying to hide from it.
Huh?
Sorry? Does the idea of cheating upset you, Miss Lauma?
No, that's not it. I suddenly had an idea.
Oh, what is it?
It's about Moon Prayer Night. I figured out a way for Kutar to join in the festivities.
Huh?
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other methods. I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks can be greater or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity. So, before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is not. Once that is done, we will have to complete the resonance process as rapidly as possible. The participants must remain stationary while the Kuvaki circulates and bonds with them, and they mustn't eat or drink anything.
What? No eating or drinking?
That's some hardcore fasting. They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
How long will they have to keep that up?
3 days.
Oh, that's so long! And we still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
Slowing. I'm willing to volunteer.
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
Haha, count me in too. 3 days without food? I can handle that. Miss Nicole has made it clear that this is the easiest way. The way I see it, there's nothing else to discuss. It's time to step up.
Compared to having Columbina disappear completely, fasting for a few days is nothing. Food is okay, but water is tough. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. In that case, Paimon volunteers to be captain of logistics. She'll keep the fires lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Good work, Paimon. And also you'll eat for 3 of us.
Then we'll start with you first, Traveler. Please step forward. How's it going? Do you feel anything?
No.
How about now?
No.
And now?
Still nothing.
What about now?
Nothing at all. Did you do something?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined.
Punches her. And now?
It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required.
That much?
Yes. Safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join.
I mean, I have one of the moon mirrors inside me.
You're next, Mr. Varka.
Instantly kills him.
Sure, here goes nothing.
All right. I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Can you not start at the required one?
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
So you also have some faces for us.
How's it going?
Ooh, no, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like I've been drinking too much. A few bottles of wine, then a big stein of Dark Horse, with some hard liquor from Liyue mixed in.
Bafta.
You think this is funny? I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay. Let's go ask some of our other friends then.
No surprises here, Miss Moonchanter. You're perfectly compatible. You may join.
Make all of the characters barf.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Whoa, I'm itching all over.
allergic reaction. We can't have that.
Huh?
Gathering everybody.
Well, are you gonna start a what?
The Hexenzirkel is an organization that cares for and protects children. We will not have them do dangerous things. Not even tests.
Those are the rules. Not human.
The matter? The candidates have to be human.
I guess that rules me out too.
Huh. Everyone except the Moonshander got beaten. Guess I don't need to feel so bad after all. I mean, looks like this isn't gonna be as easy as we thought.
Perhaps I could ask for volunteers among the Frost Moon Scions.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Itlua springs to mind. In fact, I think we had some former Frost Moon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nashitown, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't that be way easier?
No.
Wow! No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Throwing some names around. Future characters, perhaps?
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Reikir of Solnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Are we sure we can't test Paimon?
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care, she still saved a ton of people, including me.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet!
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
Between the Fatui and this sentence, I feel like she's just gonna be Columbina in the end.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. But... is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name? Is there anyone left who will still call me by that name?
She told me to pick whichever name took my fancy. Why did I pick Columbina? Maybe because I felt she never wanted to become Kuta and be worshipped as a god.
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day. We're running out of time. We need to look for other candidates.
Oh yeah, the other person with a moon mirror inside her.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great!
Cool. Alright, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
Let's do this. No time to waste.
I'm ready as well.
Guess Columbina still needs sleep, despite her situation.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Wow! It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
Come, let us enter.
Wait.
It might be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
Before those two behind you eat it all.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body?
It makes for a striking image, though.
It has been 3 days. My strength is all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
Have you been eating anything? Oh, thank you for kicking me out. Where does her name rest? Next time we are gonna enter that.
I have confirmed that you are all in good health. With that, my work is now complete. Congratulations are in order.
It's good to know you're all well. Puts me at ease.
And I guess it didn't matter that I didn't have 2 Access Circle characters in the team today. Because this team never had to fight. Oh well. Very interesting story today. And also some very interesting first meetings with Alice and Nicole. See you again next time. And we see where this story takes us and what her real name may be.